And welcome back. And right now, one of our good friends we've known for years around here, he was on just recently, Dr. Trent, also known as Iggy, with Irvine Clinical Research, involved with Alzheimer's, Orange County, all kinds of different things. Good to have you here, sir.
All right.
Great to see you again. But today what we're talking about, you go on a lot of mission-style trips.
Yes.
And the one you did recently was in Peru. Now you call this tongue out, and I've never kind of understood why, although there's pictures of kids, which we'll get to the photos in just a minute, with their tongue out. What does that mean? How'd you come up with that?
Yeah, tongue out originated from the fact that we go to many third world countries, Vietnam, Haiti, Peru, and oftentimes there is a language barrier.
Okay.
And as a result of that, we do a lot of orphanage work, work with children, and we play with kids. And so because of the language barrier, we have a lot of sign language, a lot of body language with kids, and part of that is sticking our tongues out. Yeah. And therefore, tongue out.
That makes sense. So when you go on these different trips, what is it that you're doing there? I know you go down with a group of folks that help out in all kinds of different things, but because this gentleman here has his hand in so many different projects and different things that are close to your heart, when you go to these places, what is it that
our goal is to basically look for the least of these in society. And so the least of these include folks who are just they don't get what they need. They're the poorest of the poor. Right. So, for example, in Vietnam, we took care of the blind with cataract surgeries. We took care of lepers, patients with leprosy, and orphans in orphanages. And recently in Peru, we did, as we normally do, medical clinics. I bring along doctors and nurses and a ton of high schoolers with that. But specifically in Peru, we assembled and distributed wheelchairs to those who need wheelchairs, who are not able to walk. Yeah. And so we fund for that, and we have teams where we go to the patient's home. We assemble the wheelchair right in their home, in front of them. Nice. And so they see what's involved with the wheelchair assembly, and then we share God's love with them, and we give them the wheelchairs right there. And so there's so much you do. You work obviously with doctors in other fields. If you're doing eye care, I know you help with hearing and all. And I know just in this area, there's a lot of great doctors we've come to know that do similar things and often get together. Yes, Dr. Jim Heinrich, ENT from the area here, came with us to Haiti. This coming weekend, I'm back in Haiti. And you are? I am. Wow. And we are bringing a dentist, Dr. Rosie Bernanke, who is part of our team member. So yeah, we bring different specialists each time, and they participate in different ways. We have optometrists who would basically donate eyeglasses to us, and we have dentists who would donate toothbrush, toothpaste, things of that sort. Yeah, just basic needs, right? Basic needs. Basic needs. You and I have talked about this before, and one of the most critical things in poverty-stricken areas, whether it's other parts of the world or even here, is basic nutrition. Yes. I would say here in America, we're probably over nutrition, right? As we know. But just basic nutrition, and in some cases, it can be what we try and get rid of our diets: too much sugar, too much fat. But in their diets, there's not enough of these proteins. I mean, you do need fat and sugar in your diet to a point. We do, we do. Yeah, we suffer in the U.S. from having too much access to food. Yeah, it's crazy. But it is. But yeah, we have access to fast foods. We have access to restaurants, grocery stores. And as a result, a lot of the conditions that we suffer in the U.S. reflects that.
Right.
Heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, oftentimes is part of the American diet.
Yeah.
In the third world, malnutrition. I see a lot of dysentery, I see cholera, issues with clean water or the lack of clean water.
Right.
I see problems with like cataracts in folks who don't have access to health care. When they get old, they cannot afford cataract surgery,
right?
And insurance is not there, so they go blind. Stuff that we can easily fix here in 15 minutes.
One of the things you mentioned just a few minutes ago is leprosy, which I think people hear that and they're like, well, wasn't that something from
biblical.
50, 60, 70, or hundreds of years ago?
Yes.
And it's hard to believe that it's still around in certain areas.
Yes, leprosy is caused by a bacteria in the same family as tuberculosis. It's Mycobacterium leprae, and basically very rampant and still exists in the third world because of the lack of awareness of what leprosy is, the lack of access to health care in the third world with that. And so, so we see lepers. We do what we can to take care of them. Yeah. With that.
And we go back to the old, I don't know how many years ago, decades and decades ago, of at one time they were isolated on is it Molokai, one of the Hawaiian Islands.
Hawaiian
Remember
Islands.
that?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and so that's why I think when people hear that, they go, oh, that was a problem,
right?
Eons ago.
Right, exactly. It still exists. There are new patients coming in diagnosed with leprosy in Vietnam, India, in Africa, in many parts of the third world.
The people that help you out, we've been looking at these photos here. You mentioned high school students. How do they get involved?
Yeah, that is the head of one of my students, who's actually here outside, Madeline, and she has been with me to Vietnam, to Haiti, and recently to Peru.
Wow.
We take high school students because first I just love seeing the next generation taking care of the least of these. We have a program where, although most of the pictures we see are pictures where we serve those who are the poorest of the poor, the least of these, it's an outreach program. We also have what I call an in-reach program, where we take along our students and we develop them to be servant leaders.
Wow. And now, is there, these students here, high school students, obviously it's not like they're pre-med students.
Not at all.
But are they kids that are interested in becoming doctors or just there to help?
They're there to help, but as the result of helping, many of them are leaning toward the healthcare medical field.
Very good.
So we've had students who came to help and now they are planning to go to nursing school or to PA school and things of that sort.
How do you find them?
We find them on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
We find them through friends of friends, through church groups, youth groups, things of that sort. And so half of our team are students. They're 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, some college students.
That's amazing.
With that. And so we just love developing our students to be those who have a heart for serving the
and no matter which way they go, whether it's medical or maybe they'll serve in some other capacity.
That's right. And we help them to fundraise. They would buy stuff and sell them and things of that sort.
So they can afford.
So they can afford to go. We all pay our own way.
That. And it's not cheap to do that.
So no, it isn't. It isn't. Last night I just signed up with Samaritan's Purse to see if we can take a team out to the hurricane in Texas. So we're hoping within the next few weeks to bring a team out.
So you help out here and when there's disasters?
We help out here as well. On September 30th, right here in Laguna Hills, we're going to have a tongue out event, just a health fair. We're partnering with a local church, Crossline Communities Church, and so we want to do local stuff, especially for volunteers who would love to participate locally and can't go outside the country.
Yeah, that's great.
With that.
And you know, getting back to nutrition, even in this country, as we know, there's parts of this country where the nutrition is so unhealthy, again, because they can't access grocery stores, and you know, there's what they call the urban areas where they can't get into, you know, get fresh fruits and vegetables, but also, of course, in areas back east in Arkansas, the Appalachians and things like that.
That's right.
And sometimes the kids are, you know, raised on drinking soda instead of water or milk or whatever.
Exactly. Malnutrition exists here.
Yeah.
But the malnutrition is not from the lack of food.
Right.
It's from the lack of the right food.
Yes.
And so it's very interesting where when I'm in the third world, I'm taking care of folks because they don't have enough calories. Here, I'm taking care of folks due to obesity.
Yeah.
Having the wrong types of calorie and coming down with diabetes, heart disease, and things of that sort. So malnutrition goes both ways.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah,
and
it
that's
does.
the problem we've faced.
Yeah. Well, I know all the good work that you do, and all the different people that you work with in and around this area here, and it's great. You know, beyond obviously you do your research with Irvine Clinical Research and Alzheimer's Orange County and all that, but all this other stuff that you continue to do.
We love the community here. The community makes the dolls here.
Yes, they do. Yeah, we saw them in a couple of those photos.
Yeah, with the community here.
There we go. Look at that.
They're the dolls made by Laguna Woods members. And
is that supposed to be a likeness of you? Is that
a few years, lack of hair. That's going to be me soon. But our community members here in Laguna Wood make these through Kiwanis, through Denny Welsh leading it. And we take these around the world.
Yeah.
And we'll probably take these to Texas pretty soon.
Yeah, that's great.
That. And wheelchair distribution. One of the gentlemen there, we assembled and made wheelchairs right in front of his home. He had polio.
Oh, wow.
His name is Roy.
Fantastic.
Great guy.
Well, I know we'll have you back again soon. Maybe next time you can bring us photos when you go from Texas and Louisiana or wherever you end up.
Let's do that. I'll give you a report after we head out to the hurricane.
That'd be fantastic.
And come back here and chat about it.
All right. Always good to see you, Iggy. You take care.
Take care.
And we'll be right back.